All right, getting ready for the 9 a.m. hour of Good Day Columbus. Elisa Henry is here today. Good morning.
Good morning. It's a great day.
It is. We're gonna have some sunshine today. I saw you guys got your Christmas lights up.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Your
Joe
husband
Henry.
right on it.
He's got the tree up. He's got the decorations outside. Yeah,
I feel
it's time.
like a Scrooge because we don't do outside Christmas
At
lights.
all? What about people
really.
like
Maybe
me?
we should.
People like Buck who want to drive around and see the
That's what he
decorations.
was saying. I was thinking, we just never grew up with it, doing it.
Yeah,
and
we didn't either.
And I just wonder, maybe.
We have a giant, 20-foot Santa. Like a big Santa inflatable. We haven't gotten that out yet.
All right.
You gotta do it.
We have a big show. Cameron's getting us in the mood. He's down at Kings Island.
So
They've got
jealous.
their Winterfest going on.
Shanna C gonna show us what to do with all those Thanksgiving leftovers.
Oh, yeah.
Besides
She always
just
has
eat
great
them for 2
ideas.
weeks.
How long will you eat some leftovers?
Me,
do you
like-
eat leftovers or no? My wife is like, I don't eat leftovers.
Like 2 days, and then I'm like, it's time to move on.
I'll be like, 4 or 5 days I'm still eating it. She's like, you're still eating that? I'm like, it's been in the fridge. It's good. So we'll talk about some good ideas for your Thanksgiving leftovers. We'll see you at the top of the hour.
All new on Good Day Columbus at 9. We're getting you ready for Thanksgiving. Shanna C. Ireland is here with some fun ideas to make your family get together this week extra special.
And we're live at Kings Island getting a preview of Winterfest that kicks off this Friday. Coming up at 9:20, we're hitting the ice with a special guest to tell you how you can have some magical fun.
And you can check out these guys day after Thanksgiving. We're speaking with the member of the a cappella group Straight No Chaser, bringing their annual holiday show back to Columbus.
You're watching Good Day Columbus on Fox 28.
Welcome to the 9 o'clock hour of Good Day Columbus. We are so glad you're joining us. Phil and Elisa here with you this morning.
Good morning.
I don't have a mug.
Oh, they took all your.
I just
You
realized
don't.
that Kurt left with his mug, so.
Mine only has water in it this morning. So no coffee. I had good coffee earlier. You a big coffee drinker or no?
Starbucks only. I'm one of those people.
Why am I asking this?
My husband tries to get me to make coffee at home. Absolutely not.
Why?
It doesn't taste the same. It's got to be like either at
What
the
if
gas
he got
station
you-
machine
Oh,
or
good night.
or at Starbucks.
Why
That's
do I
it.
ask these questions when I know the answers? So we talked about leftovers. Made me think yesterday. There was a little, so I got to make a sandwich.
Okay.
And there's a little speck of mold on the bread. Just
Oh,
a little
no.
speck. It's sourdough. It's very good bread. I
No.
love it. It's expensive. I don't want to brag, but it's high class bread. Little speck of mold. Would you have eaten it?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
If I just think there could possibly be mold, I can't even look at the bag. That is so nasty. I feel like some people just cut it off and just eat it. Is that what, did you cut it off at least?
I just pulled it off. Bring in the mug, please. Thank you, Joey. Because
Thank
it feels
you,
like the
Joey.
show. There we go.
Yes.
Oh, we saw your arm at least. So yeah, I just pulled it off. And then even my son is like, oh my goodness, are you serious?
I'm all about the dates. I'm like, what's the date on this?
Yes, I know.
And the date was yesterday, so I can't eat it today. So mold
The
is way
dates
past the date.
are a suggestion a lot of times. But even my son was like, no way. And then 4 hours later, he's making a sandwich out of the same bread.
Well, he figured you survived.
Yep, I mean, Buck, it was a little bit, just a little tiny speck. You really had to look to see it. What do you think? Am I insane?
I would eat it.
Yeah,
Really?
right. You just do a.
Yeah. I mean, I eat
Pull it
stuff
off.
past the expiration date. If it
Right, I mean,
smells
you do
fine,
this-
it's okay.
right,
Like
you
milk,
do the
if it
smell
smells
test.
spoiled, it's gone.
Sure,
The
I'm not
smell
talking
test,
about.
it has a date on it that warns you. Don't eat or drink it after
It
this.
suggests to you.
It suggests to you, right?
Yeah.
Trying to get you
I was
buy
trying to
more.
make mashed potatoes for my daughter's Girl Scout Friendsgiving,
Mm-hmm.
and the white pepper that we had in the seasoning cupboard was 2 years expired.
2 years?
I didn't use it. But there's so many seasonings up there. I'm like, what about
Yeah.
this? And I look at the date and I'm like, oh
Seasoning,
man.
I think, is like
And
the
you're like,
flavor.
2012 was forever.
The date is like
Right.
the flavor, so then it has no flavor.
Oh.
But milk and bread is die after this.
So it's fine. I could have used it. I didn't use it.
Yeah, it wouldn't have done anything. I don't think seasoning, but
I don't know.
No mold for
I'm
me.
sorry to get us on this gross topic.
It's a topic everyone talks about, though.
Down there at Kings Island?
I know, sun's coming out for them.
Yeah, we're going to have a nice day.
Yeah, clouds are breaking up a little bit for us here in Columbus. If you look outside, you can see a few breaks in the clouds where you got some blue sky trying to break through. 41 in Columbus. It's colder out to the west, though. 37 in London, Washington Courthouse. Roads are dry after last night's rain. That's all out of here. The winds have also started to calm down a little bit, but the clouds are starting to clear out. We'll get into some sunshine today. It is going to be the warmest day and the sunniest day on the extended forecast. We get to 46 for the high today. Clouds move right back in tonight and tomorrow. So enjoy the sunshine today, and we will be dealing with colder weather by the time we get to the weekend. A rain-snow mix is on the way for late tomorrow, arriving 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it'll last primarily during the overnight hours. So by the time we wake up Thursday morning, it's primarily in eastern Ohio at that point, moving out of here. So for Thanksgiving, you wake up early in the morning, little rain-snow mix, it's out of here. Keep in mind, we're still going to be above freezing, so it may snow, but most of it is going to be melting on the pavement. Might stick a little bit briefly, especially the grass and mulchy areas. But then look at those high temperatures for the weekend. Below freezing with flurries, and there will be some significant lake effect snow on the southeast portions of the Great Lakes. So east of Cleveland is going to get a ton of lake effect snow. Getting in the holiday spirit, we've got Carl, Sophie, and Girly Girl here, all dressed up and wishing everyone happy holidays from Sherry. She's already got the decorations up and I guess getting her
It's like
Christmas
the Henry
card
household. You don't have your house. Lisa was just saying she has her tree up. You guys yet?
The tree is
this
up.
weekend.
The other decorations,
Okay.
not up yet. Just the tree inside. We haven't done everything yet.
You got plenty of time. And Thanksgiving is so late.
Saturday's my
Sometimes
wife's birthday, so we don't go too overboard before her birthday.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
My wife's is Thursday, Thanksgiving.
Oh, nice.
Getting her a turkey.
Nice.
It's a good idea, right?
Yes.
Hopefully
thaw
more
it
than just
first. Make sure it's thawed.
2 turkeys, me, huh? All right, we will make sure it's thawed, and I'll just pull off any little mold that may be on.
Right.
It's all
Oh,
good.
So nice.
You're gonna cook it.
Right, it'll be cooked. All right, thanks, Buck.
Thank you.
So what started as a celebration of local musicians is now back for a 3rd year of entertaining here in Central Ohio.
We're talking about Columbus Against the World. They are set to return in 2025. Concert created by Columbus native and Ohio State grad Adam Paddock. His goal is to highlight the music scene in the city and allow people to come out and listen to all their music.
This year, Adam will be joined by local artists Coda and Kiko Mai. The show will happen on March 22nd at Newport Music Hall, which is located downtown. Tickets are on sale now on the AXS website. That'll be cool.
There you go.
And last year, a company named B-Hex created the first ever robot that can decorate cakes. And that robot was located right here in Columbus.
Now, a year later, this same machine can be found at other stores within the state. So the inventor, Benjamin Feltner, placed his first machine in the Kroger on South Hamilton Road. That was last year. It was able to design a cake in about 2 to 5 minutes. Now, many people liked it because it was efficient, it was different, it was also impossible to misspell words, right?
Well, after a year, 11 other Krogers in Central Ohio will now have the cake decorator. In Columbus, there will be machines at the Krogers on Graceland and Soldano Boulevard. And in Worthington, there will be one at the Worthington Center. But I like so the Kroger in Pickerington, there was a lady there who used to do the cakes and everyone knew her.
Yeah.
And she knew the people. I mean, you lose that.
You do lose that.
But I will say, one time I went to the cake place because I thought you just walk up and ask them to write on the cake. Well, apparently I asked someone who had never done it. And he didn't tell me he had never done it.
And he just decided to do it?
And he was like, "Oh yeah, I can write on the cake." It was actually for Cameron and Katie, for their kid's first birthday or whatever. I was giving them a cake. It's a whole thing. Anyway, they wrote on it. If you know Cameron Fontana, you know that he is great at writing and drawing.
Right.
I gave him the most disastrous looking writing on a cake. I asked the guy, I said, "You should have just told me you never done it.
Right.
Like you should have just warned me."
So did you say something at the time? I mean,
I said, "Thank
were
you."
Like, yeah, I don't know if I.
In my mind, I said,
Right,
"This looks horrible." So the robot in that instance would have been great.
That's maybe
But
why
then
they
someone
got a
told
robot.
me you have to go when the cake lady is there and order ahead. And I was
Right.
like, "Oh, order ahead. Okay, that's
Or
not
else
something
you-
I do." I think of things at the last minute.
It's all right. That's, beggars can't be choosers, right?
Right, but now they have the robot.
Now the robot's there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
To
We'll see.
supplement, hopefully, a person.
Yes.
Hopefully. We want the person.
Yes. I don't know.
Well, dictionary.com just revealed their word of the year. Can you guess what this is?
Well, hopefully you can be very mindful when you hear it. Oh, that was a good hint. The word demure has been named the word of the year. So demure, as you may remember, took over social media, especially TikTok, over the summer, beat out words like brat and brain rot.
That's all thanks to this beauty content creator you're seeing on your screen, Jules LeBron, who describes how a person should look when going to a job interview. The definition of demure is being characterized by shyness and modesty, reserved. Demure saw a 1,200% jump in usage from January to August of this year. And as people found out what that word even means.
Right.
A lot of people had never heard of that word.
I'd heard of it. I just don't know the last time I used it in a sentence.
Right. But
So
she made it
you know.
super popular. And I wondered, did she get something for that? I guess just
Nope.
the knowledge that it was from her TikTok.
Absolutely, you just going viral. But now this is the time of the year where it's like person of the year, song of the year, word of the year,
Right.
all this stuff is going to
Demure.
be coming out.
Very demure.
Very mindful.
Well, Instagram just came out with a new update. I actually tried this. It includes a few new features.
Yeah, you can now share your location with who you follow and give nicknames to followers. So when sharing your location, you can only do it when messaging someone or in a group chat. Instagram says this is a great way to keep tabs on your friends. If you don't have their phone number, are they really your friends then? And you can only share your location up to 1 hour.
You can also create and choose who can give you a nickname. These names can only be seen in direct message conversations. IG also created 17 new stickers to use on your story. The update is here in the US and a few select countries. I
how
did
did
this.
it work?
I was messaging a friend and I changed the name on there.
Their name, could they see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were like, how'd you do that? And I was like, it's like the nickname thing, but they don't have the option. And so I was like, I can really mess with people with this. I can just make
Right.
their name whatever I want.
And then they see it and they're, you know.
I'm so mature.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an update to the
Right.
Instagram.
And the location I can see, because like, say like your son maybe is going to meet up with a friend.
Yeah.
And they just share their location that way. It is funny to say if you don't have their phone number, but
Right.
like even if you do, it's just a way to.
I realized last night you say that, and I don't really know my son's phone number. He's
heart?
got a phone. I don't know the number by heart because I just have him it's just Lincoln in the thing, and I'm like, boom. And then I thought, I really don't know it because he had to put my phone number down for something.
Yeah.
And he knows it. Bam.
Well, of
And
course.
I said, well, right. But
you should know his also.
I used to know everything, but I got to memorize it.
Don't know
It
anyone's
just
phone
made me
numbers
remember.
anymore.
I was like, wow.
I think you should memorize that
Alexander have
number.
a phone yet? He's still too young.
No, but he did tell
Is
me
this
that
close?
his classmates have phones. He's
That's-
in first grade.
Well, I know. I hear you.
And so we told him they're too young to have phones. So now he's going to go back to school and tell his friends that we said they're too young to have
That's
phones.
the thing. I think we held off till 4th or 5th grade, but it's. I don't know. I don't know when the right age is.
I mean, he does have an iPad that we give him like certain times to
Yeah.
play with, but a phone when you're in first grade,
I know.
like
it
my
could be
friend
like
has
a beginner
phone, I'm like,
phone or something.
yeah. I mean, when would he use it? Who's he calling?
No, you.
No. Call me.
Hey, Mom. All right, Cameron. Good morning, sir.
Does Chanel have a phone, Cameron?
Elisa, I don't want to break the news. I don't want to break the news on live television, but Uncle Cameron and Alexander talk every day on his secret cell phone. I didn't want to let you know this way. Totally kidding. We're having fun this morning at Kings Island, talking about the ice skating that you and your family can do. And we have a very special skater coming up as well, who's making his first time. We're going to help him out a little bit. We'll be right back.
Well, this morning, Cam has been spreading some holiday cheer in a thrilling and festive way.
He's hitting the ice live at Kings Island this morning with a live look
buddy.
at Winterfest.
Hey, we'll take it
Cam,
slow
good
for you,
morning.
buddy.
Look at that.
Yeah, buddy. We'll take it slow for you, buddy. Yeah, that's okay. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Winterfest here at Kings Island. We're just having a great time pushing this first time around. This is little Edwin. Say good morning, little Edwin. Good morning, little Edwin. We're also here with Karen, having a great time. And this is something that's so fascinating to me because I came out here years ago. We didn't do this. I thought this was like the glice, the fake ice, but this is the real deal.
The real deal.
Talk about what makes this such a great tradition for families, for people to come out.
It's just a great tradition because people have been doing it for years,
Yeah.
right? And so the best thing about it is that everyone can come. That's what's so magical about it. My mom comes, my kids have come, and you just get to have a whole big bonding experience together with all kinds of generations here, and that's what makes it so great.
Yeah, and it's such a huge space. It's not
Yes.
something that's a tiny little square. It literally goes all the way down through in front of the shops. And is this something people can pay a little bit more in order to do?
Right, you can rent skates here. It's a little bit of an upcharge,
Yeah.
but it's fantastic. I would say this beats Rockefeller any day.
I'm telling you. And then you
does.
get the
And then you
giant
get the
Eiffel Tower behind us.
It's great.
And like, you know, for young people that maybe don't want to skate, like little Edwin Wilson here, you guys have these. And I know it's hard for, I know Nikki's showing the big tower right now. Just to the right of her, you have a bunch of the little things
Yes.
that people can hold on to as well, correct?
So even if you're a first-time skater, it's excellent.
Look at that. All right. So,
Yes.
kicks off this Friday.
This Friday,
Goes through December 31st.
select days through December 31st.
And I'm assuming you can get tickets and everything on the website.
Yes, visit kingsisland.com.
There you go. Now,
Yep.
I know you said as we're making our way through, like you were driving us around, there's a 5-mile-per-hour speed limit. Can I see how fast we can get little Edwin going down here?
I think you should.
Thomas, give me like 30 more seconds. I'm going to scoot to the other side as fast as I can. You can, you can, Edwin! Here, get back on. Get back on. We only have so much time. Here, get back on. We're going to go as fast as we can. You ready? Here we go.
Oh my God.
Let's go!
Poor Edwin out there with Cameron.
We thought that was a kid you were pushing at first. We couldn't see Edwin.
I love that Snoopy hat he's wearing. Oh
All right.
my
He
gosh.
survived.
Edwin is a good sport. That is awesome. They're like best friends out there. I love it.
Playing on the ice. Kurt Ludlow, let's go down. I'll push you around on the ice.
That
We'll,
looks like fun. It's
did,
going to be a
except
great
the
event
falling
down
off
there.
part.
Yeah, except for the broken hip. Other than that, it was great.
Other than that, it was
All right, good morning, everybody. Here's some of what's making news here. On our Tuesday, families in Marysville schools will have some new fees to pay when it comes to extracurricular activities after that failed levy from earlier this month. The cost for sports will be $575. Band and show choir will cost $235. The levy also impacts school resource officers in the schools, plus 30 teaching positions for the next school year. The school board will have to decide by January if they want to propose the levy again in May. People living in the city of Columbus are going to see their water bills jump starting next year. Council members agreed to raise the cost $13.67 a quarter, or $55 a year. The city's offering a discount program to families that need assistance. Those who are eligible will receive a 25% discount on water and sewer charges. After the Brutus statue at College Traditions was badly damaged, Kroger decided to lend a hand. They'll be hand delivering this statue to the store later this afternoon. Last weekend, security cameras caught someone vandalizing Brutus, who was dressed in his OSU marching band uniform. Kroger's Brutus, you see there, is wearing the jersey of Ohio State legend Archie Griffin. So that's a look at your headlines. Back to you two.
All right. Thank you, Kurt.
Thank you. Have a great day. You too. That's great. They're giving them the Brutus statue.
Yeah, we're letting them
Yeah.
use it this
We're
week.
letting
This
them
is the
use it,
biggest
yeah.
week of the year, you know, to have it outside of the store.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's great. I love hearing that. Well, this week you have the chance to give a dog a home for the holidays. The Franklin County Dog Shelter is hosting their annual Thanksgiving sleepover program.
Yeah, last year, 40 dogs were taken to families, and now they want to double that number. This year, meteorologist Sarah Converse has more on the effort to turn a sleepover into a permanent stay.
Residents have opened their doors to the pups at the Franklin County Dog Shelter for the past 5 years. If you live in Franklin County, you can bring a furry friend home for Thanksgiving this Tuesday and Wednesday. Food, toys, and any medication will be provided.
Look at these faces. How can you not want to foster?
The goal is that they'll end up in their forever home like Moose.
You'll end up keeping them. They need homes. They need love.
Homes and love are reasons why Assistant Director April Ricardo says fostering is important.
Here at the shelter, it's loud, right? They're with 200 other dogs. So fostering it gives them that reprieve. It gives them that opportunity to socialize with humans, socialize with other animals, and be a dog.
The shelter anticipates long lines, so be patient as they make sure each pup is paired up in the right home.
But our adoption counselors will walk you through that process. They will help you talk about whether the dog, the behavior, right? What are the behavior signs? Is the dog good with cats? Do we know that? Do we know if they're good with children?
April estimates about half of the dogs from the sleepover event will end up adopted.
You're ready for nap time, aren't you?
If you decide to adopt your furry guest after the Thanksgiving sleepover, you only have to pay the license fee of $18. I'm Sarah Converse for Fox 28 News.
He has biceps.
That one was big. Did you see? I love it. But that's a great way to do it.
Oh,
You get the dog in your house. You're able to see if you like it. Usually, you fall in love with it in a day or two, and then hopefully that's a good way to make a match. So good program.
I love that. That's great. Well, coming up, an up close and personal look at a long-standing Thanksgiving tradition for many.
Yeah, we're getting a sneak peek of the stunning and vibrant floats you're going to see during this year's Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Well, Thanksgiving is Thursday, and one of the biggest traditions for the holiday is watching the Macy's Parade on TV.
Anthony Carlo has a preview of this year's parade, including the new floats and all the work that goes into them.
To be iconic is to be larger than life.
What we're trying to do is make the parade bigger and better than ever each year.
To be in charge of these massive floats, you have to know what the people are talking about. And that means spending more than 100 hours to bring Wednesday Addams to life.
We worked with our friends at Netflix to tell Wednesday's story of the parade, and what she's doing is playing a little joke on her little brother Pugsley and sending him down the route on a sheet pan of rotten vegetables.
7 of the more than 20 floats are new and will debut on the parade route this year. Minnie Mouse dances atop Magic Meets the Seas by Disney Cruise Line.
This float is going to feature a performance by Captain Minnie and a bunch of her friends from Disney.
On the Bronx Zoo's float, each animal is designed to be life-size. Those who've kicked it all into gear, everyone from engineers to carpenters, working for months in this warehouse leading up to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Creative director Brendan Kennedy wants to leave a mark with each float.
We're looking to tell a fun, family-friendly, festive story easily and quickly, because we only have a few moments. They're shuffling down the road.
The attention to detail is something. For example, this Rayo's Pasta Night float, if you take a look around the float, you'll see a menacing dragon. Look a little closer. You'll notice its claws are designed to look like macaroni.
We created a story of a knight fighting a fire-breathing dragon that's made out of lasagna and pasta, and he's riding a rigatoni pony. And it's those attention to detail that I think are so important and what really make the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade so special.
So special, they're already working on next year's floats.
There you go. Bucket list kind of thing to do. You've gone.
I went in 2015. We went and it was freezing, but it was fun, and we got to see it. So now when I watch it on TV, I remember going.
Right.
And that was cool.
I like to have it on in the background, but am I going to sit there for more than 2 minutes and actually watch it? Probably not.
We kind of watch it. We'll see who the people are performing, and I don't know. But it is nice to have in the background while you're getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner.
It's usually a who's not who of performers.
Right.
And you're like, who's that?
Who is that?
John Davidson. What? Who's that?
And then my niece is like, she's famous on TikTok. I'm
right.
Like, oh.
All right. Just ahead on Good Day Columbus, making this Thanksgiving a little extra special.
Shanacy Ireland is here to share some tips and tricks we will all be thankful for. We'll be right back.
Look at that. All right, we're now just 2 days away from Thanksgiving. If you're still looking for a way to make this year's family get-together extra special, well, look no further. Shanacy's set up a whole buffet here.
Right, this looks amazing.
Oh,
you got some fun ideas that we can all be thankful for.
For sure. I want to start, though, with the tablescape because, I think an impressive tablescape could just kind of sets the tone for the entire day. And I have an idea. This one actually is great for the kids' table, okay? So this is just craft paper that I picked up at Hobby Lobby for like $5.
Okay.
And I made their little place settings that
Oh,
say,
yeah.
is it upside down?
Nope, it's not upside down.
Is it upside
It's
down?
facing both ways.
Okay, yeah. So they can write on there their little
I see.
names, what they're
Right.
thankful for.
I like that.
That's a great
You
idea.
know, I saw this on Instagram and everyone was like, "Oh, I'm gonna keep that forever." You're not, but it's gonna be cute for the kids to write something on there and talk about what they're thankful for, and it's just good memories. And the adults can do it too, but you know, this is also going to keep your table nice and clean.
Right.
It kind of doubles for that. So
it occupies the kids for a little bit.
And then it's going to keep it clean. All right, let's move on to the appetizers, guys. This is a new appetizer. I have never served anybody, so you guys can be the guinea pigs.
Okay.
In transit, they got a little messed up, but they're supposed to look like little turkeys. They're just little salami.
Do. Look at that.
Okay, I
it's
get
a little
it.
provolone cheese on
Yeah.
there with a little pepper. It's going to be spicy, so you don't have to try it. I mean, I tried it this morning. My breast's a little, ripe
That's all right. I'll
now.
try one.
But they're really cute little
They look
appetizer
really good.
ideas. Yeah.
I just do one with a small pepper, so it's not too much
You just
there.
go for it, Phil. While you're eating that, I want to talk about the dessert
Okay.
idea I have for you guys. This is only 6 ingredients, and you have to try these. Now, I know pumpkin pie is nostalgic.
Okay.
Everyone wants pumpkin pie on their Thanksgiving table. But what I found is, like, maybe Aunt Margaret has a slice, and then the rest of it's just left there. So these are
so
6 ingredients.
good.
All it is spice cake mix and pumpkin puree mixed together. No egg, no milk, nothing. Baked in the oven, 350 for about 20 minutes, and then the topping is just cream cheese, butter, vanilla extract, powdered sugar. Really good. I think the kids like it too. And it's got that, you're going to have pumpkin on the table, but when you cut them into bars, people are less likely to think they have to eat the entire pie. So.
And it's better than pie. This is so good.
Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it. Tell the viewers at home. It's delicious. It's wonderful.
So good.
And then we're going to talk about after Thanksgiving. Okay,
Yes, we always have leftovers, of
and
course.
you're always like, I don't want to have the entire meal all over again on
Right.
a plate. It's boring.
For the 4th day.
For the 4th day, exactly. I think I shared this one last year. This is just my chicken noodle soup recipe. I have it on my blog and my Instagram, but I subbed out the chicken with the turkey. Very easy to do there. And then the other idea I had for you guys is this puff pastry idea. My mom actually sent me this idea, so she's gonna, if she's watching at home, thanks, Mom.
Your mom, another domestic goddess like you. I love it.
Better. She needs to come on the show sometime and show you guys how it's really done. I'm the fake. I'm the Fugazi.
You're the watered down version. Right.
I'm the Timu. I'm the Timu.
You're Timu. Yikes.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, this is just a puff pastry, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just put all of our fixins in it. So we've got the dressing in there. We've got the turkey. Now, I didn't bake a turkey before I came, so I'm cheating with the deli meat. But
Right,
you
but
get
we
the
get it.
idea.
We get the idea.
You got the
goes in.
turkey in there. You got the
Yeah.
cranberry sauce in there, and then you just top it. With another puff pastry, and you pop it in the oven.
Okay, so you lay
375.
another one over
Another
it.
one over it, and you can put a little melted butter. And Phil, it turns out like this.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Yeah,
Look at
and
this
look at
thing.
this. I'm gonna open this up so you guys can.
Like a little turkey pot
Look
pie.
at that.
Like
Oh,
Thanksgiving-
there you
good
go.
Thanksgiving pot pie.
There you
that does not look appetizing right there, but I
Listen.
promise everybody it tastes very, very good. Yeah, it's a
It
good one.
looks fine. Everything goes together.
It all goes
That's what
together.
happens.
And, this is just a really unique idea if you're just tired of the leftovers.
That is
Because you
amazing.
don't want to waste them. You spend so much time on them. Right?
Tastes
It's
good.
right,
Of course,
Phil?
took a giant
Yeah.
bite, as always.
Exactly.
It is
yeah.
fantastic.
I've been wanting to try
You
one of
wanna
these
try
little
any?
turkey.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I love hot, so I'm excited about this.
Good. And I have a bunch of other appetizer ideas on my blog and on my Instagram. I've got my Devils on Horseback recipe on there. I just shared the little popover right there. Like in the parking lot as I was about to walk in. I shared it, so if anyone was watching and they want to pop over to @Shanesty Ireland, they can go ahead and get it.
Are you ready for Thanksgiving?
I am.
You are?
I am not.
Okay.
The domestic goddess, my mother, is
Okay.
hosting.
Are you bringing something?
I am. I'm
Nice.
gonna bring all of this. I'm
perfect.
gonna bring all of this and I don't know, maybe some booze too, you know?
I love that.
Kick it up a notch.
Great
Bottle of
ideas this
wine.
morning. We
Yeah.
appreciate
such good
it. Thank you
ideas.
so
Love it.
much.
Thank you.
Always a great job. All right, still ahead on Good Day Columbus. He's that little blue alien that is beloved by so many Disney fans. We have the first look. See, you took a giant bite, didn't you? That is so Phil. At the new live-action Lilo and Stitch movie next. Now I can take my giant bite.
So good. Well, Oscar winner Angelina Jolie did extensive training for her latest film role.
She portrays opera legend Maria Callas in a new biopic. Rick Damigella gives us a closer look at Maria.
Tell me how it felt to be on stage.
An exaltation, an intoxication. I thought the stage itself would burn.
Academy Award winner Angelina Jolie portrays opera singer Maria Callas in Maria.
Perhaps we could speak of your life away from the stage.
There is no life away from the stage.
In preparation for the role, Jolie went through months of vocal training.
Had I known in the beginning what I was going to have to do, I would have frozen. I may not have even said yes. I may have been too scared.
I don't think I've ever worked with someone who I've seen them go so far from 0 to 100 so fast. I mean, it sounds like a lot, 7 months, but trust me, that is not a lot of time.
When we started singing, for example, I had this earpiece and I thought I'd have a piano and I thought I'd have her playback. And then I would find out it was only going to be my voice in the room.
I will sing when I am ready to sing.
I think that's something everybody should do in life, right? However old we get, whatever stage we're at in our life, to just remember it's so important to be frightened of something and not sure you can do it, and try.
My life is opera. There is no reason in opera.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Maria opens in select theaters tomorrow before arriving on Netflix December 11th.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I thought she had some good advice there. Get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know, because you have to do that. Because sometimes you get stuck in life and you're like, you know, everything's just, you get out of your comfort zone and, you know, see what you can do.
I
Good for
didn't.
her.
So you think she's singing in the movie?
I couldn't.
You already know how I
she
feel about
acted
that.
like, I don't know. I don't know if she was. It seems to say she was singing at least a little bit
Right.
of it.
And she's a great actress. I just think if you're going to do a singer, then you should have a
Right.
singer.
Well, maybe she's not a bad singer and we didn't even know.
That's true. Maybe we'll
And
find
she's
out.
just able to.
If not, it'll be another La La Land.
We know how you feel about that. Poor La La Land. It's like 10 years ago. She won't let it go.
The worst
She hates
movie
it.
ever. And I love Ryan Gosling, but he can't sing.
All right.
For
Goodness.
years now, Disney has been breathing new life into some of its most beloved animated classic films by making new live-action film versions of all of them.
Yes, and this morning we have a look at their latest live-action retelling. Check it out. Disney releasing this new teaser trailer of its live-action remake of Lilo and Stitch. In the 30-second spot, Stitch, the adorable dog-like blue alien, destroys that elaborate sandcastle.
Chris Sanders reprises his role of Stitch from the beloved 2002 animated film Lilo and Stitch. It's slated to hit theaters on May 23rd of next year. These live action, when I went to go see Wicked, they showed the Mufasa preview,
Yeah, I
the
just
live
saw the
action.
preview of that.
And they're doing it for everything.
But that's going to be like a backstory of how
Of the dad.
Star became bad too,
Yeah.
and all that good stuff.
Uh-huh.
Are you a Lilo and Stitch? I never really watched it. or
I've never
anything.
seen that one. The live action thing, I like the cartoons. Like, I love Aladdin.
Yeah, the good
And the Aladdin
animation.
live action was good, but I
Yeah.
like the cartoon.
Especially when it was an animation first, and you're like,
Right,
I
yeah.
understand. All right, straight ahead. Oh, we've got a special guest here on Good Day Columbus. If you're looking for something fun to do with the family the day after Thanksgiving, well, you can try enjoying some Christmas music.
That's right. Straight No Chaser brings their holiday tour back to Central Ohio this Friday. We're chatting with one of the group members next.
Well, this Friday night, the men's a cappella group Straight No Chaser are going to bring their annual holiday tour to Columbus's Palace Theater.
Joining us now via Zoom is one of the members of Straight No Chaser, Steve Morgan. Thanks for being here, Steve.
Thanks for having me. Good morning.
You got the big tour coming to town. You were in town last year. I think we talked to you guys before. This is a part of your tour around the country, and you're stopping here day after Thanksgiving. Let us know what we can expect to see.
Oh, it's going to be a blast. We always love coming back to the Palace Theater. It's always one of the highlights of our tour. So, we'll have the first half of our show will be non-holiday. Second half, we'll get into our holiday music, and we've got everything from music from the 60s to what's on the radio today. So something for everybody.
I love that you're calling it Top Shelf Tour. That is fantastic. And you're going to have a lot of the festive favorites, as you said. Is there any song that you think that people will really be surprised by the way you've reimagined it?
I think we've got a few of them. We've got a new member in the group just this year who does a Johnny Cash medley that ends with a note that you can only feel. You can't even hear it. It's so low. We've got some holiday classics, and we end with a song, our version of the Oh Holy Night, that just take everything off the microphone and just sing out to the people, and it's always a very special moment. So it's going to be a great night. We've about 30 shows in so far, and the audiences are having a blast, as are we.
Yeah, folks who are not familiar with a cappella, you guys are there. You make all the music just with your voices.
That's right. I'm not going to cast aspersions about Angelina Jolie, but I can promise you that we sing all the music that you will hear on Friday night.
You guys are from, so tell us a little bit about your history. You guys formed, you were students at Indiana University?
That's right. We started back in 1996 at IU, created it to be a legacy group that still continues on to this day. And then we got back together in 2008 after our video of the 12 Days of Christmas went viral on YouTube. And we've been all over the country and all over the world ever since.
Wow. So when you are explaining to people some of your greatest accomplishments, what do you consider to be what you feel is the best thing that's happened through you being in this group?
Honestly, the greatest accomplishment is still just being here, to be able to do this for 16 years. And I always say that our job is to spread just escapist joy. We want everybody to come in for 2 hours, forget your troubles, come on, be happy, And so for 2 hours, we try to make everybody laugh with us, laugh at us. We don't care. Just have a great time, and we're loving every second of it.
Are you guys sports fans? I asked that because IU football, of course, having a great year. They came to Columbus last week. It ended well.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that game, I assure you.
That's right. We don't need to, but at least the folks in Columbus are going to be in a good mood for you guys.
Right.
It would have been like, you guys are still making the playoffs. It's all good. Let's talk about...
You know what? We were hoping to make a bowl game, so everything's gravy after that.
I mean,
we're loving the ride.
Would you have ever imagined we would be here seriously talking about IU in the playoffs?
Yeah, that's awesome. That is fantastic. I love that you threw that in
again,
there.
even 2 months ago, we were hoping to get to six wins and make a bowl game. So Kurt Signetti has really, lit a fire under the whole program, and we're enjoying the ride.
All right.
That's great.
Well, we look forward to you guys getting here. It's Friday night. It's at the Palace. Tickets still available?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see. Where can we find them?
You can go to
website
sncmusic. Sorry, I should have been more specific. sncmusic.com for your tickets. And we just released a new video yesterday, fun little video for the holidays. So all those fun things on socials and on our website. We'd love to have you check it out. sncmusic.com.
Love that. So I have to ask, you guys are singing a lot of songs. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Oh, man. My favorite Christmas song from this tour right now, we do a very unique version of The First Noel. It was from our album, Social Christmasing. It is just beautiful. I would love to share it with everybody there.
It's a classic. Thank you so much, Steve. Good talking with you, and best of luck on the rest of the tour.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
All right. Good Day Columbus will return right after the break. Well, the host for this year's Kennedy Center Honors has been revealed.
And it is the one and only Queen Latifah. So this will mark the first time ever that the Grammy, Emmy, and Golden Globe winner has hosted the event. It's also a bit of a homecoming because she received the Kennedy Center honor last year.
Yeah, this year's recipients include Francis Ford Coppola, the Grateful Dead, and Bonnie Raitt. The 47th annual Kennedy Center Honors airs December 22nd over on CBS.
So this next story, I really like this one. So another lookalike contest came with a better judge and a
Every
better
week,
prize.
there's
I
a
just
new
love it.
one. Right.
I love this.
So over the weekend, 2 friends hosted a Glenn Powell lookalike contest.
He doesn't even have a unique look.
That's what I was thinking. It's like this took place in Powell's hometown of Austin, Texas. Powell is known for his roles in Top Gun Maverick and his recent blockbuster Twisters. There was only one judge for the contest, and that was Glenn's mom, Cindy.
The winner, Maxwell Bronstein, thought he'd walk away with a $5 prize and a cowboy hat, but Cindy FaceTimed her famous son, and he offered the winner a cameo in his next film.
What?
Isn't that cool?
Look, the one guy showed up in Top Gun stuff.
They all wore like different stuff like from his movies. And Glenn Powell, fun fact, has his parents make a cameo in every film that he's in. That's like his thing.
I didn't know that.
And like a small cameo, so this person will be in it. It looks just
Okay.
like Glenn Powell. So
Listen, we talked about, there was a little speck of mold. I mean, so little you could barely see it.
You saw it
I pulled
and you
it
ate it
off
anyway.
and I ate it. And Sandy let me have it on Facebook. I don't think she was happy.
what did Sandy say?
She was just like, shame on you for eating moldy bread. If any food or bread is molded, in caps, it's all molded. Okay.
Agreed.
And then she shamed me and said, and you let your son eat it. He's a teenager. He eats anything.
My husband shamed me because I said I throw it away. He said if it has mold, you wait for me to come home and throw it away. Hashtag can't touch this. And he's right. I'm not touching that.
Listen.
I'll bring the moldy bread to you next time. I'll have Joe bring it because I'm not touching
moldy.
it.
It was one little speck. You just pull it off. All
And
right.
you live to tell.
We're done. Everybody, have a great Tuesday.
Coming up, if you've been injured on the job, you don't have to navigate the legal process alone. The experts at AG Clymer Mitchell and Portman want to support you through every step. Plus, we have the inside scoop on how Rock City Church is making a big impact in the community this holiday season. All that and more coming up in just a bit.
You're watching Good Day Extra on Fox 28.
Good morning. Welcome to Good Day Extra. I'm Alisa Henry. Thank you so much for joining us today. Cameron did not make it back. He was actually live at Kings Island, if you saw him in the last few minutes. But we're going to have a great show today. This Saturday, as you know, is the big game between the Ohio State Buckeyes and that team up north. It is one of the biggest and longest running college team rivalries in history. And that got us thinking about other famous feuds. So like the Hatfields versus the McCoys, Coke versus Pepsi, Batman versus Joker, and now you're thinking of some. But in our search for a modern day face-off, we stumbled upon a tale as old as time, sibling rivalry. Our correspondents in Fresno have more.
We are waiting for bar exam results for Sophia Park. How are you feeling?
Excited.
How many minutes do we have left?
4.
4 minutes later,
Appears on the pass list for the July 2024
Sophia Park of Tulare County made history by becoming the youngest person to pass a California bar exam at 17 years old and 8 months. And you won't guess whose previous record she beat, her older brother Peter. Last year, he was the first one to pass a bar exam in the family at 17 years old and 11 months. Next in line, their younger sister Sarah, who Sophia says could be both her